If Spider comes out of stasis, just fill her in, make sure she's okay. She's strong, though, so I know she'll be alright. Just be sure you stay safe. I'll double back to make sure the boss doesn't get himself killed. It's what I do, after all. I am his second in command. Here's hoping he stays alive long enough for me to assume the role naturally. Yeah, I'll be fine. Worry about Spider, not me. Now go on. She needs to be stable when she comes back into real space.
Oh, it's just you. Something wrong? Yeah, I'm stabilized now at least. Felt like I was waking up from surgery just 10 minutes ago though. You know the feeling where you're floating around in a pool and you shut your eyes, just feeling yourself drift with no control over where you're going? Hearing nothing but your own thoughts? Well, that's exactly what it felt like. When I'm nearly linked into the tower subnet, I have no control over my mind in real space. Basically, I can influence what I do. With Rayfield subnet, they effectively dampened all those signals from my mind entirely. So I was conscious, but couldn't do anything other than float around in their subnet. Felt like I was the only person there. And when I got pulled out of it, it overloaded the neural link because everything came flooding back all at once. Scary stuff, huh? At least I'm back in good hands though. A drive? You sure? What'll Kerenzikov say? I'm pretty damn certain he'd want me back here. Fair enough. At least it'll take my mind off things and get me grounded.
One second, where are you headed?
On a drive to clear my head.
And Brinsler's coming with you?
Let's just say I need someone to talk to.
Fair enough. Don't get yourself involved in anything, though, or it'll be trouble.
Yeah, gotcha. Thanks, Ivy.
It's Kerrigan. Only he gets to call me that.
Joa, I know. You'll see just how nuts this place is in a bit. High speed. It'll get you to the ground in 45 seconds, and where we're headed in 15. Impressive, considering how much it must have cost. Ready for the grand reveal? Just take it all in. And here's where I spend tons of my time. Welcome to Songyumi's little safe haven. A lot of these were back here when I first started, but I added a few things to the collection. Yeah, we've got quite a few daily drivers, you know the stock, blacked out luxury models. I remember the S550s and the limos were here since way back. We've got the BMW 7 Series, E-Class sedans, and Genesis G90s. A few Sprinter vans and Cadillac SUVs in there too for the guests and dignitaries. Good eye, those are mine. Okay, well, not mine, but the owners just They didn't realize... Ugh. I guess you could say I brought him here. I mean, duh. They came from big Korean executives like the board members of Hanwha. They aren't gonna realize a spare Ferrari went missing after they barely used it. Stealing stuff like this one, however. Behold, my pride and joy. Clapped it off of someone in a crime family right under their noses. The Pagani Imola, 827 horses, 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. 6-liter twin-turbo V12, top speed of 240 miles. Wanna guess the price? It's an impressive rig. You gotta go higher than just 2 million. Close. 5,400,000. Mad amounts of money. And I got it for nothing through the CLEP. Can you believe that? It's nice. But we're not driving it though. I wouldn't be caught in this thing even for a second outside in the public eye. What we're driving is this. A Maserati MC20. 630 horsepower, 3-liter V6, 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. Here, get in. Let me fire it up and we'll get rolling. Ready? Give the turbos a second to start spinning. And... oh yeah! The fact that you can hear how aggressive it sounds is just perfect. What say you we get rolling? The city blocks ain't gonna spin themselves. It's nice here. Gives me a sense that I'm in control again, especially when I'm behind the wheel. And thanks for getting me out of stasis, because there's something I didn't tell you. When I was trapped in Rayfield Subnet, they had a program in there with me. One that would erase my digital engram if I was in there for too long. I heard stories, but then when I came into contact with the real thing, the rumors called it Onyx, but I think the Rayfield name for it is way scarier. Project Soul Killer. I could have been flatlined by that thing if you hadn't pulled me out when you did. 30 more seconds and I would have been fried. So, thanks. You literally saved me from floating off into the void. Now then, what say we take this 5-figure supercar and break it in a little? Knew you'd say that. Let me pull up at this light here. Alright then, let's see. Traction control off, launch control on, switch to sport mode. Huh, nice. Ready? The launch is gonna throw you backwards, so hang on to something. Beautiful! Wanna see me do it again? Alright, fair enough. You know, this thing does manage to get quite a lot of attention whenever I drive around. Say that again? I didn't hear you. And when you say, isn't that just you, what are you insinuating now? Shut up, you. And besides, even if I do get attention, it's because I'm in this rig, right? Alright, moving that aside. I remember back in college, I used to sneak out with my motorhead friends and we'd do this sort of thing all the time. Feels like I'm reliving all of that all over again. Fun though, right? See, I knew you would have come round to it. We should probably head back before we get too much attention, though. Told ya we weren't far. And now comes the most adrenaline-heavy bit. Sneaking back in without trying to get caught. You must be right. Wonder if the boss figured out we were gone.
Back so early? I would have thought you'd just beam around the city all night.
Wanted to make sure I didn't get attention from the wrong kinds of people.
Glad you didn't end up wrecking, though. I hope that drive got your mind in the right place.
It definitely did. Thanks, boss.
Next time, though, take the Imola.
Are you sure you want to suggest that?
To hell with it. You've got the LaFerrari, and that's about the same price anyway.
If I wind up in a wreck, that'll be because of me then.
You're experienced. I've seen you take handbrake turns at 130 and come out clean. If anyone should be behind the wheel, it's you.
Thank you, sir.
Get some rest, and that goes for both of you. It's certainly been an eventful few hours.
You certainly got that right. I gotta get back into subnet soon. If you need anything, you know where I'll be.
Yumi's certainly a fun lover, but she's got her head on straight. Exactly my point. Her whole loose cannon attitude makes her volatile in most discussions that need her to be civil, but when she focuses, she gets things done quicker than most people realize. It's almost as if I'm looking at a younger version of myself back when I was under Morin. Obviously before the shakeups happened. In any case, don't worry too much about her. She gets under people's skin sometimes, but it's endearing. Right, at least according to her. I'm glad you got her in the right mind after her trip in Rayfield subnet. Getting pulled back into real space takes a massive toll on your brain and body. Well, you've certainly adapted to how the Syndicate does things quickly. I think I might have been right to put up my connections back then, as it certainly acted as a benefit towards our dealings. As long as she's got someone to be her voice of reason, everything with her goes smoothly. I've seen it happen more times than I can count. We've got some things happening deals-wise, but it's probably going to be relatively smaller in terms of operating scale. You've earned the rest, after everything that transpired.
Too hard.